oh, this is how my kids feel and react. I can understand more because I'm not in the situation. I can be more natural and I can be more empathy and seeing from the outside view. So they can understand better, then they can feel the kids. When after the session, when they talk to the kids with different point of view and understanding, and also they pick up the skill, they can communicate better. It's really much, much better to change their mind to work with the kids. And because they know more about the kids' needs, so in the daily life, in their life decision, so the parents can really plan with a better information and with the correct decision. So the disadvantage, because it's really high commitment. Some of the parents, they work from 9 to 6 and also 24 hours. So they really have a tough time in terms of the energy and also the time, and also very costly because they're not attending home intervention program. They're also attending school. They're also attending so many kind of therapies. So this is another thing that parents always struggle. Okay. So how therapies are is from my point of view. The reason that I can really do this for 10 years because I feel like this is a very good opportunity to work with the kid effectively. Because previously I was a special needs school teacher and also the intervention need in the private sector. I found out there is always a sentence from the parents say, Teacher Carlin, why my son can do with you, but why cannot do with me? Like even eating the, one of the example, char kway teow. The parents say, you can really get my son to finish the whole char kway teow, but for me, not even a spoon, a scoop. So this is a thing that make me think, I think I should really find another program or anything that I can do to make sure the goal is in the long term and for their life. So this is a reason I feel like can be very effective in guiding the kids because it's in the real life. So another thing, the strong rapport with my student, my children, they really need a very long journey to really make so much of changes. And that's why go through all the roller coaster with me. They really have a strong rapport with the therapy, with the home intervention therapy, because they trust you. Once they trust you, and every time that they can really understand and feel you, then they know whatever you do is for their good, even though it's a challenge, even though it's very tough, they will really make it, although it's really, really a long time. Then, and for the family, to work with the family actually is a greater challenge compared work with the kids because family, there are many of them, and also they have different background and very different thinking. So to get everyone go to the same path is not easy, but it's still possible. Better than like other setting, we don't even have chance to work with the family. Then for this one, in the advantage in home intervention actually is the approach. I feel like very dynamic because can really cover the whole holistic development learning needs for the kids. It's not only one area we do, like follow the syllabus in school or only OT or only ST. But in this home therapy, you have to do all. It's like
Yes.
one.
Her office is just there. Oh.
This one, I feel like there are so many areas that I can cover according to the children's need. So this is really a good chance. And also working schedule is very flexible. Sometimes there's an emergency, my student having a tough time at the midnight. Then I also have to go to his house and overnight there to do all the intervention. Yeah, the disadvantage is the traveling time because from one place to another, then require at least 1 hour or sometimes traffic jam until 3 hours. yeah, it's really time consuming, but it's really worth it when we see the outcome. Because I always think that my student is waiting for me. I must be there. I will reach there no matter how long is the journey. And another thing is the advantage is everything on your own. Whatever challenges, you have to find a way to face it, like learning different knowledge and skill just to overcome everything for your student needs. And another thing is a high investment in updating all the ideas and data and also skill and knowledge, because Malaysia, we have limited resources. So you have to really find all those things by yourself, like abroad or internet or self-practice or create on your own. So this is a disadvantage, the therapies in the home intervention. Okay, so talk about the home intervention in Malaysia. As other services also the same, like OT, ST, PT, is more accessible in a few states like KL, Selangor, Klang Valley, Penang, Johor, Perak. Then it's more active and more accessible. But other states, we might find like a bit difficult to get more resources. And the home intervention is quite also, it's not new because there is a demand, it's really high demand and it's a very expandable area here. But it's just that we don't have the Malaysia here, we don't have a clear system and the guidelines for that. That's why if we want to work it on our own, we must be very persistent and tough to go through every challenges because everything is on your own. And now, some of the center and school, they provide the home service. It's not really the home intervention holistically, but they do provide the service that for like home visit and also do home intervention partially. Yeah, so this is also another situation here about the consistency of the progress and also how actually effective the goal and also the plan. Then now the parents also struggle to get the right service, the right intervention, the home intervention, because it's not easy to find out therapies want to do it like in a home-based basic. Yeah, because it's really a lot to do. And with the limited contact and resources, and also the path that they are heading is parents and therapy, they are finding a tune on their own. So it's also time consuming. So they are struggling to get the right service, right therapies, and right plan for the kids. Then in this home intervention also, other than the early intervention, actually the climax here is the puberty stage, because I have almost like 35 students. Half of them actually, they are teenager. So about 10 years with me. They have mastered everything and go to the international school, private school, and also like government school. But after they have graduated from my program, when they was younger, before 10 years old, then they come back to me again when they are in the teenager age, the puberty stage. So this is the thing that we also have to really take notes about the home intervention. How actually we work on it to help them go through this puberty stage in order to become ready and also stable pre-adult. And of course, just now we're talking about the school placement, right? It's really a frustration because primary, they have a better picture. Where can I send my kids for early intervention? But after primary, there is a reason why some of them, they really stop the intervention after primary because they feel like I don't have a right intervention for the next. So they just stop and do it on their own without a clear guideline. So it's also another frustration that after the school placement, primary is more clear, but when it comes to secondary, they're really not sure, especially because of the language barrier. Some of them, they don't really know Bahasa. Yeah. And they look for private sector also. They feel like, oh, it's really less opportunity for the schooling and for the employment. Okay, so resources to access the home intervention, right, is really limited. Even though I'm the one doing the home intervention for 10 years, when I face the challenges, I always look for many resources, expert, and also like information. But because the field here is not really well established. Yeah, because in Malaysia, we're still focusing about the EIP, the primary school, secondary school, vocational, but home intervention is really a high demand area. And if anyone like the therapist here, the student here, if you want to explore, it's really a huge area that you can explore, but not well established. That's why we still have a lot to do to make sure that it's more systematic and with a proper program, and also is proper way in carrying the whole intervention flow. Then yeah, some center they provide home service, but the thing is they provide you the service, but they don't provide you the knowledge and the skill. Then you really couldn't do it at home. So it's another thing is you yet to make sure that it's a long life services, and you yet to make sure you can really carry out the home intervention plan goal for the long-term intervention. And yeah, some of the therapies also they're doing in a part-time mode, but the turnover rate actually is very high because due to all the reality challenges, right? So the parents always struggle in maintaining the progress to make sure the consistency of the progress. Every transition also affect the kids' golden time, and the teenager puberty also we have a time frame. So about this time, we have to really intervene properly. But if there is something happen in terms of turnover rate or like the limited information or yet to get a clear guideline, but the time is like going on. So when the time pass by, the kids, the teenager miss the golden time to intervene, it might cause the personality and the attitude have been shaped. So there is another path another area that we have to intervene later. Okay. Here. So after we talk about what is the home intervention, now we try our best to maximizing it, the impact, so that we can have the better result for the kids and the teens benefit. Okay, so how to really improve this? Then, of course, there is a disadvantage there. We have to really improve the disadvantage then so that we can cover and make the program more effective. Here, we will create the environment and the group just for the social communication because it's really needed by any human, any kids, and any teenager. Here we can do the group with the siblings. Yeah, from day one until like that now, I feel like when the kids with the sibling, they can really talk better by observation, imitation, and also communication interaction. So this is different. I have one student is only the single child in the family. So he has a very good, strong ability to talk with so much of words, vocabulary, grammar, all very good. But because of alone, so it really changed him from a very talkative boy when in a very young age. When it comes to the teenager age, then he always want to be with the gadget. So if the kids with sibling, we do the group together, they learn how to understand and how to communicate, how to interact and play game, do housework together and teamwork and house family work, all that. So they can really feel the value and feel the family and then can really be motivated in the group, in the learning. So everything go in very fast and they can really speed up all the progress. I also included the relative in especially the festival, and also we have the holiday plan, and with the neighbor, like do the like Thanksgiving session to the neighbor in different festival and event. And outdoor also, I bring my student to many places. We try different kind of food, like Arab food, Indian food, Chinese food, Malay food. So they see the different environment, they meet different people, and some situation happen in that place. Some of my students, they're scared of animal like cats, and then they're scared of people, especially the uncle type, means that the man with the very firm and very fierce face. So there are many kind of situations you can really get from outside when you have the outdoor session. And also I bring my student to the center base. My friend's center is like the EIP center, and also go to the workshop, the wooding workshop, and also go to the zoo, go to the farm. So there are many kind of way we work with the kids. Yeah, and also parents. We do have the parent that really cannot understand the kids and always compare the kids with another. So we have the session. There are 3 pairs of parents. They exchange their kids to another. So they learn how to understand a kids without any expectation, and also polish their parenting skill. Yeah. So these are the things that we can do just to make sure we have enough social communication input for the kids' needs. Okay. So another thing, we really need the system, the program, and the service. I'm creating on my own, but I know I still need to learn a lot and improve a lot just to get everything in place, to get a clear guidance. But actually, I also hoping that I can really get more information and resources or anything from like our government, because this is an area that we need more expertise to help to build the system. Yeah, and the clear guideline, clear system, and also the clear flow. Because it's really important. We need to do all this when in the child golden time. Because from 0 to 7 is their golden time to learn. Everything imprint in them. So if we miss the timing, their learning and also the learning capacity will be slower and lower. So this is the reason that we intend, because we really need more established guidance that we can follow and we can really beneficial to many people. Another thing is about the cost and also the energy. The kids and the parent, they're struggling. So we try to get the right things to really fix the needs and the awareness for the Malaysian, because we're not really just whoever we care, like all of us, we care about the special education, special needs, so we are here. But the rest, the awareness for the rest, because most of the support actually is from other people. It's not only us, because we are doing what we are doing the best. We are trying the best for everyone, for the kids and for ourselves. But we need the greater support and empathy from the society and also the Malaysian. So another thing, how to improve the home intervention. Yeah, another thing that we need to work on it is the holistic approach. This is the big area that we have to look into it, because in the IEP, in the school, in the private setting, we always focus like gross motor, fine motor, activity daily living, academic, and also some of them have included the sensory. Like just now, one of the students have mentioned about the emotion intelligence, right? So in the school, we always follow the standard. We are doing this, but at home, we have to really focus about the emotion, behavior, attitude, and also the reality testing. Because if you never settle this, then the student might take maybe double time or more than that to achieve whatever in the school and also in the academic and in the vocational. So here, cognitive wise, we go to school, we have syllabus, but we need to polish the cognitive skill like focusing, memorizing, problem solving, creativity. All these, we need to guide the kids to get the skill before we proceed to the academic. So after 10 years, I found out if we polish the cognitive skill well, the kids can really pick up, even the special need kids also, they can pick up the math, the science, and also the English better than without the cognitive skill. And there are one more area that we need to look into it is about the kinesiology, because we are working with human, especially typical special need kids, right? Some of them non-verbal. Then how do we understand their needs, their feeling, and their behavior? We based on their body. So, and also a study that the area you can go to explore is the kinesiology. How actually you understand the body. Every part of the body represent a different meaning, and also different body part we have different points. So this is another thing that we need to go in deep lah. But I just want to give everyone an idea. This is another thing you can understand the special need kids better if you understand their body. Okay, so for the home intervention, to really make it better, really need a resources platform. So for the assessment, because in Malaysia, we don't have much pediatric, so that is, it's easy for us to get the list of pediatric. And if maybe one of your client or anyone in needs, they couldn't really meet the doctor, the pediatric now because it's in the long list. The recent one of the doctor have mentioned to me, her list about 3 years. Yeah, so you want to meet the doctor is after 3 years, which means you might miss the golden time, the kids learning golden time. So here the advice is you proceed to the clinical psychologist, you get the assessment done, then you start your therapy first. Yeah, before you really go to see the doctor and get your diagnosis. It's be more wiser you work for the kids first. Yeah. So still need to see the doctor, get a diagnosis to really get a better treatment and also the intervention plan. But for the current situation now, yeah, until 2023 also the same situation still happening. So I will advise that go to clinical psychology, whichever is available. Get the development milestone checklist done, then proceed to the therapy immediately. Then for the OT, ST, and PT, yeah, there are many of them. So it also depends on how your location and also their experience and also how professional they are. So you have to really give the timeline to monitor, like first month, at least 3 months, you will see the progress if the strategy is working well. This is what I observe in all my students. Yeah, we get the service, but we still need to monitor the progress. 3 weeks, first 3 months, when you get things in the progress, improve, then that is the right service. And for the school placement, yeah, we have, like just now, we have the information about the schooling from Dr. Shilati. So government school, yes. And it's just that we yet to really intervene the emotion part and behavior part. That's why we send to school, but go back home, we still need to proceed the rest of the therapies. Yeah, so to help the kids, assist the kids in school. Then private school, international school, and homeschooling, right? they do have, some of them might do accept certain level of the special need kids. It depends on their performance, especially the self-help and also their communication. So some of the school, the performance, right, with these special need kids, it will change. It depends on the management. Because I have students enrolled in one of the private school, was fine. But after years, my next student going to that school, then actually the support system is different and the approach is different. The school expectation is different. So then the private school is no longer suitable for my student and other student. So which means here is you go to private school, you also need to really monitor tightly. We cannot just put in then for 6 years. Everything is changeable. And for special need kids, the monitoring is really crucial for the growth. And the information about the learning center, we can get it through online, but it's also really depends on how good is their quality. So here, I would not suggest like any center because the quality we cannot be guaranteed. You have to really know what your kids need, the information. Once you enroll, the most important part is the monitoring stage. Okay. And some of my parents also, they try like essential oil, acupuncture, and swimming lesson. Some of them also really helpful and really help the kids to change a lot in their journey. Okay. So employment training and opportunity. For this one, actually in the home intervention program, right, we also can really start when the kid is in the early stage. After the emotion, behavior, and attitude, then when they are ready to learn, in after that, we can focus like academic if whoever is ready, go for that. Or we can really train the vocational in the home environment because it's all related to the vocational skill, like our house chore, our daily routine activity. It's all related, like the food, laundry, cleaning, factory, pet care, and the gardening. So it just makes sure the parents know the goal and be persistent in training them. Yeah, because my student, when the parents is very well prepared to know how to train the kids, right, since they were young. So when come to secondary school in a teenager age, actually when the kids, they feel their value, they can really capable to do so many things, right? It helps them to build a very strong inner power, the core for them to go through the puberty stage because they need the value. That's why when the kids in the family, we always emphasize it's about your contribution to your family. It's not your family contribute to you, but you also can contribute to your family. Because when the kids, they feel that, they're very confident, and when they go to the puberty time, that is the thing that can make them go through their tough time in the puberty stage. Okay, talking about another thing we need to improve in the home intervention is about the parenting and family dynamic. So here, for this intervention plan, right, is a lifelong, long term. So we have really make sure everyone with us with understanding, empathy, and also the commitment to work together. So included the parents, the siblings, the family, and the caregiver, whoever, we are on the same boat. Yeah, we as a therapy, we only do as a facilitator because they are the person that to work on their life. So this is the main thing that we have to look into it. Then when in this working together with family, in this home team intervention, there are a few things that we have to really go into deep so that we have a better picture, and also we have the better strategy to go through every obstacle. The first thing is a family structure. After 10 years, what I found out in this parenting and family dynamic actually is about their family structure and also is the parents' background. So when the family structure, we know, we understand better, we will come out the right strategy. When the parenting, is changeable. So when the parenting change, the child also will change. Then we look into details. You see the family structure, right? There are many different kind of family. So we have the complete family with both parents, but some of them working well together with a very well communication and love. But some of them are not. They are working on their own, either like daddy or mommy. Then single parent also, if the dad with the son can really get the role model clearly, and mom also, the daughter can get the role model clearly. But if opposite, they have a tough time when the kids was in about 3 to 4 years old, they have the gender understanding and the concept, and come to puberty time, the role model to become a pre-adult and become an adult, right? That is also another thing we have to take notes, because it's really affect them differently, and we need to know how to intervene it. And family with a single child, because I have one student, when he was young, 5 years old with me, he almost achieved all the milestone. But because of single child, then he is lonely, and until now, teenager age. So his tough time is in the teenager age, the puberty stage. Then until now, he need to withdraw from school and then have abusive behavior. And there's so much of things come out after later because of the single child, and have so much of alone time, and also due to the family support. That's why it changed the kids into the different situation. Then the family with the boys, I have a family, the special need kids and all the boys group. Then we have to really make sure about the physical. It's not violent, but that part we have to really look into it. And also, if the family with most of the girl, then what are the things that we need to intervene in terms of like body awareness, privacy, and safety due to the stranger and everything. So in this home intervention, actually we cover a lot. It depends on the family structure. There are the things that extra you need to analyze. You need to really know what is happening in the family. It's not only based on the IEP. It's not only based on the syllabus. We have to look into more the real life picture, the real life challenge, and find the right goal, right strategy to intervene every single scenario accordingly. The family with a special need kids, boy, with the siblings are girl, that is another thing that we have to intervene about the gender concept, about the proper distance, about the proper touch. Yeah. So another opposite for the special need kids, which is girl, and with all the boy sibling, that is another things that we need to intervene about, that the right communication skill and the interaction skill. Then the child with the grandparents also is about independency, because with grandparents, they try to help the kids most of the time and doing on by the grandparents on behalf of the kid. So in terms of independency, this is another issue when the kids work with the grandparents. This is what I can see in these 10 years. And the child with the helper. The child with the helper is one thing, is when the helper is no longer with him or her, there is another phase for him to go through, because of the trust, the secure feeling, the comfort zone. So another thing is the relationship with the parents. When there is a time to work on the academic or to the social public, the parents have no idea how to manage the kids, because the kids always with the helper. So we also have to intervene. And some more we have to really go out with them. I went out with the family and see how to adjust the relationship and get the right picture of the relationship and working together for a long time. Then the family with two or more than the special need kids. Yeah, I have one parent, I have four special need kids, two autistic, and one is emotion condition, and also another one is sensory. So in this family, then you have to really work with every one of them. Then when intervene individually, then you have to come to the family picture. You have to really get a group, then let them to work together with the right skill. So to really create the harmony of the family. Okay, parenting. So parenting, there are many factors because every one of us, you can think of yourself. I always ask the parents to do so. You think of yourself. What is your family background and cause you have this emotion, have this behavior, and have this personality? Because if you understand yourself better, you know your child better. Then you know how to adjust yourself and to show the role model and good example to your kids to shape their personality. That's how you shape your personality. Yeah, this is a crucial. It's not everyone understand how to understand themselves. That's why we have to go through a long, better the discussion to really guide the parents how to understand themselves and what is the cause of certain emotion and behavior, which is also affect the kids. So all this is require a lot of analyzing, and also their occupation, their work lifestyle. It also affect how actually they communicate with the kids. Because if the parent is a doctor, the way he talk to the kids is different. Is another one is a lawyer, the way he talk to the kids also different. So according to that performance, then we have to very, very direct and be open, just to get the things clear, and you have to really discuss and change accordingly. And their family plan, because some of them they just want to have one because it's with the special need kids, they don't want to have more. So for this one, it really depends on the family. What I can do here is I will just discuss and share with them what are the consequences that might happen if only one child or many or different kind of like mix and match. The expectation. So the expectation, yeah, everyone have expectation. It's not only on their kids, they also have the expectation on themselves. That's why some of the parents, they really struggle to be a good parents. But of course, we cannot be good parents all the time because we also have emotion, have our thinking. So in terms of this, the genuine and the honesty and also the true feeling to the kids is more important than you being good parents. So here also they struggle to being who they are, then in order to guide the kids to be who they are. Okay, so another thing, home intervention, I think I support the kids, but actually I need to support more to the parents because it's a true that when the parents change, your kids definitely 100% will change if you are the one to work with the kids most of the time. So here, I always need to remind the parent, give the awareness, and is anything, the situation happen, we have to go through the consultation, discussion, and after the concept done, have the clear understanding, then we have to really do the monitoring for 3 weeks, the shortest period. When everything working well, after 3 weeks, then we have to make sure in these 3 months, how persistent the parent can do for the kids and herself or himself. Yeah, so the persistence is the core here. Progress must be consistent, it's a consistency. But to make sure the intervention is really effective, you have to make sure it's persistent. Then most important is the mental and emotion support, because some of the parents say, no one understand what am I going through. So, and lacking of guidance and lacking of knowledge and skill, they easily get lost and in the tense situation. So mental and emotion support is really important as a therapist and a home intervention therapy support the parents and in the whole journey. Yeah, because if they stay strong enough to go through the journey, then you will see the result. Here. So in these 10 years, because I keep doing little step by little step, then yes, I come out the whole thing. I'm not plan and do, but actually I do. And now I found out that I have created a plan according to the kids' needs, like the Charming Kids individual session, group session with all the parenting. And also I have created the Charming Kitchen and also Charming Kids Yoga because I feel like it's important to live happily and healthily. So I gathered my student must do the exercise. So yeah, I pursue my Charming Kids Yoga with the instructorship and also the Charming Kitchen. I want the kids to go through the real life with food and about the business, doing selling, baking, cooking. So they enjoy when they really go to the real setting. It's not only learning, but you really do it. You feel the you see the outcome, you feel the joy, and you really can really get the value. And then they can go further beyond that. And because just the extra one in this Charming program is my husband is a swimming coach. So now also he is guiding the kids for the swimming lesson. Then now most of them are the typical special need kids because there are more demand in this area also. Then for Charming Kids program also, we have the Charming Time balloon. We also use this balloon at the kitchen. We provide the opportunity for the kids go through the real, go to the public. So we have the books in like the event, and then we guide the kids and the public how to make the balloon to with the joy. Then we want our special need kids children to mingle around, talk with the people. It's not in the classroom, in not one-to-one at home, but you go out. So this is the thing that we are trying to do because we see the value. We see they are happy and then we see they grow very well and much more matured and they feel the value of the life. There is a need for the kids. It's not only special need kids, typical kids as well. My son also feel like, yes, I want to have it more because I feel it. So this is just a sharing. Yeah, with my kids and also some of the parents and also working together. So we have activity in their center, in their shop, in their company, and we go out and we do selling, baking, cooking, and making the balloon, and also guided the public, how actually the special needs children feel and react, how to work with them throughout the activity. So these are the things from me. And I think time is about the end. So I'm looking forward to the question because I feel like I open up for everyone and giving me the input so I can really make things more and more and more for the kids. So I pass the floor to the MC.
All right, so thank you, Dipsikalin, for the enlightening presentation. So now I'll be open the floor for the Q&A session. Let me share the screen.
Okay, so the question is how to encourage and gain the parent trust to be exposed in the home intervention for their special need kids. Okay, so for this one, and in my practice, you have to really be real to them. It's not only saying the good side, you also have to be genuine and be honest. Whatever you see them not doing the right approach, or they have some certain negative feeling, or the way they treat the kids is not right, you have to really tell, because this is things that they want. Maybe they are not ready to open up, or they are not ready to change, but actually they look for this. That's why they want you to be part of them. And this is the goal of the intervention. To encourage them, you have to really tell what is the real first, because this is what the parents want for their kids grow, for their family grow. So this is what is the most crucial thing. You have to be straight and like direct and honest with the proper and the way, of course, so that he will trust you, and then they will trust the whole plan, and they will trust the whole intervention to encourage them. It's about the trust. You want the parents to trust you. You have to trust the parents is able to change, and you have to really tell the truth. Because in the commercialized, we really hard to really get the real information, the truth, the situation. But now we are doing home intervention. You want to get the parents' trust, you have to really be direct to the parents. Whatever facial expression or words or response from them, sometimes because they feel defensive at the first place, even though you talk properly, but you have to be strong at this, because they will still come back to you, because they know what is the right things to go through. So second question. Okay, so for the emotion, right? Emotion, to polish the emotion, behavior, attitude, and reality testing. The tips, there are many things. If you go to a case study, you can discuss one by one. Let's say about the emotion regulation. First thing, if the kid is verbal, it's easy. You have to really go through a variety of emotion to make sure the understanding about emotion is right. And you also have to be specific, practical. You have to guide them how to act out the facial expression. Even though that time he's not happy, but that is the exposure of variety of feelings, right? Then you guide him how to move the face, do the mimic there, because some of the special need kids, they are not able to control their facial expression. So actually it's a deep topic, but I just briefly tell you about the emotion part. So expose the variety of emotion. Then after that, when there is a time he is so angry, immediately you have to really notify him. So today you are angry. So, and together with the photo and the video, you reflect back. So the kids can really get the understanding, oh, this face, when I do this face, then the angry means the labeling, the feeling is angry. By looking at the picture, looking at the video, he can feel himself more. So when the next time and the third time keep coming to the situation, he aware, oh, this is my feeling. I have one student, when he was 5 years old, had no feeling. But after now, 15 years old, he know all the feeling. So he can express with a facial expression, and he can label it. And now he can really describe the feeling, because you have to really guide them step by step. And behavior-wise, it depends on what kind of behavior. Some of behavior is really based on their physical need. So you have to check, is it healthy or not? And then is it the hormone due to certain age? And you also have to really check that feeling is not physical, then what? The factor affect by who? By parent. So actually the things that you need to intervene is not their behavior, is the parenting also as well. Behavior and attitude is the same. If you settle the behavior, most of them, you shape the attitude accordingly for the good. It's not good for the public, for others' expectation. It's good to the kids and make sure they are healthy and happy. Reality testing is now he can manage maybe he tantrum because of hungry. So now he can manage the tantrum, like breathing, drinking water, understand he's hungry and get the food. But when you go to the shopping mall with the restaurant, when he is hungry, then actually how he manage himself, the hunger, and then he now how to find out the resources for the food. This is the reality testing that we want him to know. Okay, you go out, you're hungry, then you have to tell, oh, I am hungry, then what's next? You breathe, you drink water, you calm down, you're hungry, you tell people already, then you look for the restaurant. So all this is practical, is problem solving. This is what I meant here. So if you have a specific case study, you can let me know. Then we can discuss. Then we can go through the practical step. Because whatever we discuss here is very general. Emotion can be very in many situations. Behavior, attitude, ready testing, or parenting, all also. If you have a specific case, then you discuss in detail, and then we apply the strategy. We monitor 3 weeks. If it's really working, then that is the right way. Any other question? Any other question?
Any questions?
No more? Or
Hello, Dr. Julia. Can
They
I
don't
ask,
seem to have any questions. Yes?
Dr. Julia?
Somebody?
Yeah, can I ask by voice or should I type?
Can. Just ask orally like this, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was really informative and quite guiding. So I have a question like this: that if there are, let's suppose, two kids, one normal, one is a bit slow learner. So my observation is like this: that the slow learner one mm, is maybe feeling jealousy, cannot compete, and maybe there is some comparison response to him also, maybe from school or maybe from parents. So due to these different type of uh, comparative behavior, the slow learner is now responding very weird, like hating from his brother, which one is the fast learner, and like there is no friendship type of behavior. uh, they are hating from each other, fighting always. So how to deal this type of situation?
okay, to the brother?
Yeah,
Only the brother?
yeah, only the brother, and even sometime in school also. Because the same thing, his mindset become like that. So in school also, like uh, not having many friends, and cannot deal with other kids properly.
Okay, so means that now the kids like inferior and compared to others, then have the jealousy, especially to the brother.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Oh, the brother, is it younger or older?
Older.
Older brother.
Yeah.
So going to school, also he's showing the same behavior and emotion to
Yes,
others.
exactly,
Okay.
yes.
So can I ask further, the kids, is it with both parents or only one parents?
Both parents.
Both parents. So who is the closer person to the kids?
Father.
So, are you the person?
Yeah, actually,
Is it okay that I use it as a case study? Then I try to go through detail in here. Is it okay for you?
yeah, it's okay, no problem.
Okay. So, just to check with you, do you have any expectation to your special need kids? May I know his name? Is it a boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay. So, what is his name?
Ayan, Ayan.
Okay. Do you have any expectation on Ayan?
Actually, I know that he's a slow learner. I don't want to compete him with anybody. I just want him to be normal, to learn how to deal to, yeah. So I don't
Uh,
have, yeah,
so means that he is the one to feel the different compared to the brother.
yeah.
Okay. So do you see any strength in him? Because I believe every kids they have their strength, they have their weakness, the limitation. So what is the strength in him compared to the brother?
His memorization is extremely stronger. He can memorize things in such a way, like sometimes I also really surprised. how he can memorize that much things.
So if here in a very like short discussion, I can see one potential in him, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can try every morning after he get himself ready. The first task you do with him is the memorizing task because it can boost up the confidence and also can invite the brother join in the memorizing task together so that they feel the balance. You are stronger than me in certain area, but I'm stronger than you in this area. But we have to really put it at the first task because it's really changed the kid's mind to start a day. Mentality and emotionally, yes, it really affect him to move on beyond that. So it's the first task before anything. Any comment, any expectation from the reality, any out like comment from the brother also. Yeah, this is the output that I can give in the short discussion. But anyway, because parenting and the kids development is a deep topic. So if we want to go through in detail, then you have to really look into every single things. This is just how to adjust it based on the kids' needs, emotion first, and then also the mentality before we start to work on the reality expectation.
Okay, that's great. How I can contact with you later?
So you can just type my name, Carlene. Then I'm available Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, I will try, or maybe I will take your number from Dr. Julia. Thank you so
alright.
much. It's really nice.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we have
One
a
more.
real case. Any more questions or not?
I have one
Or
question.
somebody asked what is reality testing?
Oh, okay.
One last question.
So
Yeah?
yeah, reality testing is whatever the kid master with you at now at this place, you also do it with other people in another environment. So to make sure the kids can generalize the knowledge and skill, we're 100% sure he can really use this in any situation. For example, math. If he learn math, it's very good with you, addition. But when with other people, he might feel the stress, then he might not able to do the addition. So you have to really double check the progress and also is he really master, it's not only the concept, but he really master the whole skill that you can apply in anywhere with anyone. So this is the reality testing that we want. So anything else?
Okay. Where is our MC? Otherwise, I'll have to